I think initially when I became a single parent, right, in the beginning, I didn't think that it was going to be such a hard task. I thought that as long as, like, I always had good work ethic and I always was able to take good care of myself, be it a small business or a job, I thought that was the big part of it, right? Like the financial part. As my seed has gotten older, I realized that it's so much more than the financial aspect, right? It's so much more to it. It's so much more that you have to do to make sure that your seed, that your child is okay. And I'm always, when I'm talking to myself and when I am meditating and figuring out the best way for me to be the best me so I can produce a better, so I can make my seed the best he can be, I realized that it's super duper important to make sure that you pour into your kids the best of you. And that's always been my goal for King. You understand what I'm saying? Like that, I have to pour into him the best of me. Of course, I have qualities and traits that are not the best. I work on them every day. I make sure that I try that when I'm presenting myself to my seed and when I'm teaching him things to help him be a better him, that I am giving him the best of me. And I realize that that's extremely important. I think I learned a lot from like my practice as a nurse practitioner and being a nurse, that you just have to make sure that you're doing all the things to positively influence your kids to help them have a better outcome, because I truly do believe that, you have to do the best you can do and they have to put in work as well. I realize that as time moves forward, as he gets older, I've become anxious and just worried, I can't think of any base my mother didn't cover as I was growing up. Like, I can't think of, I was pretty much equipped and ready to go. She was always very positive and very uplifting, and still is. And honestly, when life got hard, that is what I reverted back to, the positivity and the goodness that my mother made me feel, right? So I think with my seed, I've just tried to implement the same things. Like, I've just tried to instill in him good qualities and good traits to carry him through life the best he can, right? And I think that it's way easier to do when it's two people on the same page, bringing the child up with the same goal. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled in every direction, like I have to consistently do it, right? Whereas the ideal situation would be to have somebody helping me, right? A mate, a secondary, a second person, reiterated the things, working as a team to make sure he's super straight. I also know that this is my story in my life, and I just have to make the best out of it, do the best I can for him to be successful. As much work as I feel like it is to help him be the best he can be, it is the most joyous part of my life. It brings me so much joy to watch him grow. It brings me so much joy to work on myself, give him the best of me, and watch him grow and watch him absorb what I'm telling him and use it in his everyday. It brings me so much joy. It makes me extremely happy. So as time goes on, or as time has persisted, I realized, like yesterday, I was just extremely anxious about being the best parent I could be, just extremely anxious and trying to make sure I'm doing all the things, trying to make sure I'm not leaving a rock unturned, trying to make sure I'm doing the best I can. And that is my prayer as a parent, that I'm doing the best I can, that I'm teaching him and showing him and molding him to be a better him. Do any of you guys have that issue? Just feel like anxious, just feel like, man, like, am I doing all the things, I'm consistently revamping myself. I'm consistently remolding myself to make sure that I'm presenting myself to my seed the best that I can. And then I tell him to implement, right? He'll learn a lot from watching me. He'll learn even more from me consistently staying on top of him, showing him and teaching him and guiding him to be the best he can be. I think that's my just ultimate goal. Yeah. It's Alicia So Awesome. I appreciate you guys for liking, sharing, and reposting my videos. I feel like I have not been on here and posting videos as much. I've been dealing with things personally, trying to make sure that I'm being the best Alicia. It took me some time to sit back and think and pray and meditate and pray some more to make sure that I'm doing the best I can. You guys make sure you continue to like, share, and repost my videos. Send me any type of questions or concerns you have. I am here for you. I appreciate you guys.